Hi, everyone, and welcome. We are getting ready for the Empowerment Self-Defense Seminar in Albania, taking place this October. And it is a unique chance for ESD instructors, martial artists, and educators across Europe to come together. So, hi, Bianca, and welcome.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
You have been in Albania several times, sometimes for trainings. But let's start, first of all, with you introducing yourself. So, who you are, what's your background, what's your relationship with self-defense?
Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Bianka Urbanovská, and I'm a founder of Zaseba, Safety Without Shame. That's the organization that I started. My self-defense journey started, in around 17 when I was living in Costa Rica and trying to find a self-defense training or just something to, help me to get through the day of catcalling and honking and all of these things. So I got very frustrated, and then I met this woman who was already teaching empowerment self-defense, Odd. Hello, Odd, if you're watching. So she introduced myself and a lot of other women from our school to ESD. And so my original thought that yes, I'm gonna fight, like I'm gonna learn how to kick ass. Well, I did learn that a little bit, but also I learned that safety and self-defense is not just about fighting, but it's also about setting boundaries and about talking to other people about what happened to you, creating safe space and lots of different things that you can also learn self-defense in less militant style, like no tear, sweat, and blood type of martial arts, which I now enjoy as well a little bit, but a lot, but I did not at the time. So this was all new to me, and just it was really good, and I felt so empowered. Like every time I remember walking back home with all the other women and even alone, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm fully aware of what's around me, and like I carried myself differently. And it's really just changed about like every aspect of my life. So yeah, that's how I started. And I took a training in New York in 2018. I believe it was 2018. And since then, I've been in love with this job. It's passion, and it's literally every cell that I have in my body is the ESD. So I'm excited about that and bringing it to the people here in the country. So I started organization, and now we have a team of, I want to say like 10 people, and we run different programs. So we do programs for children from like 3-ish, 4-ish. We have a puppet show for kids, and then we run trainings in schools and also public classes, private classes. We go to businesses and literally anywhere where people call us.
We'll be facilitating again in our seminar.
Yes.
I'd like to ask you now if you can explain a little bit the workshop you'll be leading. What can participants expect, and why do you think this topic is important?
Yeah, it's funny. I love when you say that what participants can expect, because oftentimes I don't know what I expect from myself because I have this plan, and then I'm like, but this sounds cool, so I do it. So, but mostly I was thinking when I was asked to participate in this and give a lecture or something, I was wondering like what I'm really good at, or like what I really enjoy, because I feel like I'm competent in lots of things, but I didn't feel particularly that like connected to any other topic than role playing. It might have to do something with the fact that that was the thing that I dreaded most at the beginning. Like I remember I was training in New York, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna harass someone or, like try to cross somebody's boundaries and act. Like acting it was just very weird to me. And so I remember the first maybe a year or year and a half, I did not do any of the role plays, like maybe just tiny bit. And I tried to make the other people, like the students, do it on themselves, but I didn't feel I'm good at it. It just didn't work. I wasn't feeling it. And then I don't even know what happened, but at some point, maybe I just saw some videos or because when it's happening to you, like somebody's being mean to you or somebody's catcalling and harassing you, you're focused on that, like how to stop it or what to do with yourself. So you're not really that invested in what they are actually doing, like recognizing the behavior or really consciously thinking about what the other person is doing, whether they're using a strategy, or they are crossing the boundaries because they want to get closer or hurt you or manipulate you, or just, like they just maybe don't know that you are from a different country and you really don't care about this culture of, I don't think any women in any country has a culture of like loving to be catcalled, but some men think that they do. So I think I saw a couple of videos, like I heard women talk about it more and more. And so I started recognizing like, okay, this is what we need to address. This is what I need to do. And so I started like practicing in home and with smaller groups as I was teaching more and more. And now I think from what I've heard, I can call myself a professional harasser if I in my classes. Like really, yeah, because I can really replicate the disgusting and just mean things and all of that. Then the people who are harassing us on the streets, or in the real life, in home or at school, what they actually say. So I think that if I could do it and I could learn it from having zero clue how to do it and actually hating it, to really being this one of the parts of the class where I'm excited about most because of what it gives to the student. It's not like, oh, finally I get to harass someone, because I really hate doing that.
Or because you like
But
acting.
yeah, it's just like the fact when you see the student going from like, oh, yeah, we're playing games and we are fighting here and I enjoy it, and then you say something and it moves something in them and they get that freezing, or like they're a little bit scared, but then they go through it because of what you learned before or during. Or so if you repeat it and you see them grow, like, this is the actual scenario that happened to me, or I heard my friend that did happen to them and I wouldn't know how to react. And now they did react and they have now various options to react. So I think it's very important for us as ESD instructors to do the role plays, even though it might be very uncomfortable for us. But it's really important for the students because we need to be preparing them for what's actually going on out there.
Thank you. So probably you have a structure in mind. How are you gonna build that workshop? Will you be teaching like the different layers of role playing? Will the participants have a chance to learn and also practice that skill right there so you can give feedback right away? Can you
Oh, yeah.
explain a little bit about that part?
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, we will do some like improvisation exercises, which are usually very, very funny. I like to do them with my team when we have a instructors update, and then I will go over how we do the scenarios in our classes. So it might be different from anybody else's classes. That's okay. Just the way that we layer it in our program. But we have combination of program because we have stand up for yourself, and then we also have impact. But I will mostly just like focus on stand up for yourself because that's like more subtle. Sometimes we yell at students, of course, and like as higher the classes go, then we just even use that. But we'll be discussing about how to bring out different characters, how to bring out different tone, how close or far you can get from a student, or like how you can be the best harasser, professional harasser that you can be. And then of course we will practice. Like I will let you, or I will invite you to lead the activities that we do in our classes here in Slovakia. So I hope you will enjoy that.
Thank you. One last question about the workshop. Will you be focusing on verbal skills only, or is there a combination with physical skills as well?
Mostly because I don't know what everybody's background is in physical skills, so there's not something that like I feel really comfortable just like, oh, now you need to do this and palm heel strike and knee to the groin. And I feel like it could be within the time frame that we have, that it would be like a lot, but I feel that we all know how to speak, so I'm trying to like keep everyone at the same level. But then again, of course, I can show something that we also do like a combination of verbal and physical. But yeah, just want to focus more on the acting part of that and the verbal strategies, and just the stress level about like 4 to 5 out of 10, maybe. Also because that's what we do with younger kids in school. And I know a lot of instructors do teach children. So I can't really, well, I can, but I don't really want to, like with 5th graders, just like go and attack them somewhere, you know? So we have another program for that.
Of course. Okay. Sounds really Good and sounds exciting. I'm sure we'll make good use of it. We do have a good number of people that have signed up for our seminar. Yet I would like to ask you if you have any message for other ESD instructors or also martial artists, like about why they should join our seminar in Albania this year.
Well, first of all, the energy that you get from the people really gets you going for at least till another seminar in Albania the year after. So really, like, the first and foremost, every time I go somewhere is to be with the people, because you exchange experience and the way you do things, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So it's this networking opportunity, which I know might sound really cheesy, but it's really good. Like, especially there's not as many networking events where I feel like, okay, this is home, this is family, and we are building something together internationally. And then, of course, like, I like to learn how other people do their programs, right? Because I'm living here in my bubble, and sometimes I have this feeling that I need to change something just for me, not necessarily for the students because they are enjoying it, but like, I'm with my ADHD, I just get like tired of things after a year. So I just like to spice things up, and this is a great way how to do it. And also just gives you lots of new skills that you can offer, so you can become more and more professional in whatever you're doing. So business wise and self-defense wise, and especially for martial artists who maybe don't really put that much pressure focus on other aspects of self-defense. I really believe this is something that you would love because, well, not everything in the world is about fighting, which is great. I love to fight. I've, do Krav Maga been like 4 years, and also boxing. I love that part too, but I know that this is not the skill set I'm going to use with my grandma, or someone who's just trying to ask for money or call me something weird on the street. So yeah, that's why I believe that ESD as a whole package it's a very useful thing to have in your skill set.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bianca. I think we've given like a very good piece of information, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching. The Empowerment Self-Defense Seminar is a chance to connect, learn, and grow together as empowerment self-defense instructors. You can register through the link we've posted in the caption, and we cannot wait to see you in Albania. We'll be waiting with Bianca and all the other participants. So join and let's prepare. Let's get ready for it.
See you soon.
See you
Thank you,
soon.
everyone.